The fifth step of the serve progressions is to hit the tennis ball like we did in the previous step, but now start with the tennis racket and your hitting arm in the L position. And if you remember from the Serve Fundamentals section of the website, the L position is the completion of your backswing and the completion of your preparation. From this position, this arm position, you're ready to swing forward. And the motion is relatively simple. From the L position, which I'm in here, I simply drop the racket down onto my shoulder, and right now I'm in the exact same body position I was in the previous video. So the transition from the L position, here it is again, to the previous position, the position from the previous videos, is very, very simple. And this is very similar to transitioning to the racket drop. Again, it's not quite there, but you don't want to try and get to the racket drop when you're first building your serve. This is perfectly fine. So let's watch it one more time, and I drop the racket onto my shoulder, just lightly tap it, and then swing up on edge, pronate, and of course the weight transfer and the body turn is exactly the same from the previous steps, the previous videos in this section. Now that you've got the basic motion down, starting in the L position, you can add the toss and try and hit the tennis ball. And again, just like in the previous video, you want to do this as slow as possible and hit the ball as soft as possible, trying to get it to bounce 3 times before it gets to the baseline. And that will allow you to really work the technique. So again, here I am in the L position. I'm going to toss the tennis ball, racket drops onto my shoulder, and then I swing up on edge, hit the tennis ball, freeze at contact, and hopefully the tennis ball bounces about 3 times before it gets to the baseline. If we play it one more time, starting in the L position, once I drop the racket onto my shoulder, I'm going to do all those various steps we talked about in the previous videos. I transfer my weight to my front foot, my upper body rotates back towards the net, and again, like I talked about, swing up on edge, pronate to hit the tennis ball, and then freeze at contact.